And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Black Excellence Daily. I'm your host, Sean Croxton. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got Eric Thomas, also known as E.T., the hip-hop preacher, on the show today. And let me tell you, today's talk changed my whole life. Like, for real, changed my whole life. I used to have this video embedded on my MySpace page, like in 2007 or so. I used to watch this video every day for months. The reason I did that is because it helped me to realize that in order to become successful, you can't just kind of want it. You have to want it really badly. You have to become, dare I say, obsessed with it. And some of y'all will hear that, oh man, obsessed, man, that sounds like too much, woo, right? That's the ingredient. If you're not obsessed with becoming successful and creating the life that you want, you won't become successful. Period. Accept your life as it is. And I know that can sound harsh, but remember, you are dealing with decades of programming. You are dealing with decades of habits, decades of wiring, decades of neural pathways in your brain that have fired the same way for almost your entire life. And in order to change that, you can't just kind of want to change it. You can't just kind of want to become successful. You have to really, really want it badly. Because your brain's like, nah, we're good. We're good. We've been in a groove for all this time, and you want to change something. You know how much energy that requires? You got to do work on the inside. You got to do work on the outside. Like, nah, we're not on board with this unless you really, really want it. So ask yourself, how bad do you want this? Are you willing to become obsessed with it? Because to be fully honest with you, that's exactly what it's going to take. Today's episode, once again, brought to you by Pioneer Pastures. I love Pioneer Pastures. Again, like I said the other day, I'm an investor in Pioneer Pastures. Black folks, we are generally lactose intolerant. We avoid dairy products. I'm going to tell you right now, we can start consuming dairy products again. They've got ready-to-drink protein drinks that have 30 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, no weird ingredients. They've got milks. The chocolate is so good. It's got 14 grams of protein per serving. Now, how is it different than the other milks? Pioneer Pastures makes protein shakes and their milks from cows that only produce A2 protein. That's the letter A, the number 2. Look it up because that is the protein that Black folks can digest. And so I always say, milk is back. Milk is back for Black folks. So go to pioneerpastures.com to learn more about it. Also, you can order it on Amazon. You can get it at Target. And this month, they're going to be rolling out their milks at Sprouts. So if you shop at Sprouts, be on the lookout for Pioneer Pastures. Eric Thomas is coming up.
These are principles that have stood the test of time. Principles that have stood the test of time. And if you do what I'm about to tell you right now, you will be able to accomplish whatever you want to academically, financially, relationally, whatever. So 3 things. All right, I'm going to tell you this story. I got to get out of here. The first one is, when I first said I wanted to make 6 figures, my boy Marcus Flowers, who's probably making 7 figures right now, he came to L.A. too. He was with us in L.A. You see all the videos with all the stars? Those are his cars they're driving around in. You see the houses that the rappers, those are his houses in Atlanta that he owns, and they come in and play on. So he's making 7. He taught me how to make money. This is the first thing he came. He told me a story. And the story is about, you guys have probably heard about this before. It was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you on. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach at 4 a.m. He like, the beach? I said, I want to make money. I don't want to swim. Guru said, if you want to make money, I'll meet you tomorrow, 4 a.m. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll, got on a suit. He should have wore shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water. So he walks out into the water. Watch this. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. So he like, this guy crazy. Adrian, he like, I want to make money. He got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. So he said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area, the shoulder area. So this old man crazy. He making money, but he crazy. Said, come on out a little further. Came out a little further. It was right at his mouth. My man like, I'm about to go back in here. This guy is mine. So the old man said, I thought you said you wanted to be successful. He said, I do. He said, walk a little further. He came, dropped his head in, held him down, hold him down. My man getting scratching, holding him down. I got you. I know you brushed it out, but I got you. He had him held down. I need you for an illustration. He had him held down. Just before my man was about to pass out, he raised him up. He said, I got a question for you. Somebody answer the question for me. He said, when you were underwater, what did you want to do? Yeah. Lit, I'm looking for a different word, though, than lit. What's that word? He said, I wanted to breathe. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Beyonce said once she was on the set doing her thing, 3 days had gone by, she forgot she didn't eat. Because she was engaged. I never forget when 50 Cent was doing his movie, I did a little research on 50, and 50 said that when he wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack. And they said, when do you sleep, 50? Sleep. He said, sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. He said, I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Football players, how many football players? I got anybody like football in here? Raise your hand. Anybody like football? Emmitt Smith. I used to be a Cowboy fan before they did my boy Tom Landry wrong. I used to be a Cowboy fan. And watch this. There was a commercial. Emmitt Smith had won his first Super Bowl, and he had this commercial when he was lifting weights. I don't know if you saw the commercial when he was lifting, and Emmitt said, you know what? I won the Super Bowl, so I can rest now. He was doing his bench press. So he said, I won the Super Bowl, so I can rest now. So he throws up about 325, boom, and he rests for about 2 seconds. Then he, boom, boom, boom. Did you see that? He had already won a Super Bowl. He said, I think I'm going to take a rest. And he rests for how long? 1 second. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. And I'm here to tell you today, if you got somebody came to my office the other day crying. I said, look, don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you today that you can come here, you can jump up, you can do flips, you can be excited when we give away money. But listen to me, you'll never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do what you do. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money. Because I got it in here.
That was Eric Thomas. His website is ericthomas.com. You can watch today's talk on YouTube. It's called Secrets to Success, Part 1. All right, that is it for me. Hey, pick up some Pioneer Pastures at Amazon or at Target. Also coming soon, maybe right now at Sprouts. And I'll see you tomorrow. We got Denzel Washington on the show. I'm out. Peace.